Hey guys, it's Molly, and as you may or may not know, over the past month, I have been doing a 30-day stretch challenge over on my website. If you didn't know that, then it is a free challenge and you can click the top link in my description box to try it. But basically, I have been encouraging you guys to stretch more. And today I wanted to give you a really easy total body stretch routine that you could realistically do every single day. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, we are going to start with some active stretches and then we'll move into some more deep static stretches. So let's begin with some arm swings. Make sure you alternate which arm crosses over the other, and also make sure you're swinging as big as you can. These active stretches are meant to stretch out the muscles, but also warm up the muscles. Because when your muscles are warmer, it is easier to do some of those deeper stretches that we will do a little bit later in this routine. So you want to get the muscles nice and warm here. And now you're going to swing your arms up and down, up and down. Again, swinging as big as you can. I also want you to keep your core engaged as you move through this stretch and all of the stretches in this routine. Just give me a couple more here. Good job. Let's move into a shoulder roll. So you're going to roll your shoulders up and back, up and back. Very good. Keep rolling those shoulders back. This is a great movement to do if you are working on your posture. And if you are working on your posture, make sure you go back and do last week's video because that one's all about posture. But this shoulder roll is great for correcting posture just throughout your day. Go, give me one more, and now let's roll out your head. Roll your head side to side, stretching out your neck as you do this. Don't drop your head back, just drop your chin down and roll to one side, drop down, roll to the other side. Very good, two more. Last one. Bring your head center, and now let's do a deep stretch for your neck now that those muscles are nice and warm. So you're gonna grab one side of your head and pull your ear towards your shoulder. But as you do this, remember that your ear is never actually going to touch your shoulder. So don't shrug your shoulder to make it happen. Keep your shoulders relaxed and just pull your head to the side. You should feel a really good stretch here all along the side of your neck. Again, keep your shoulders relaxed as you do this stretch. Roll your head around a little bit. Let's take that on the other side. So grab one side of your head, and pull your ear towards your shoulder, but remember, your ear is not going to touch your shoulder, and that's totally okay. Really pushing those shoulders down as you do this stretch. Now roll out your head. Very good. Shake everything out, and let's get into a quad stretch. So hold on to a sturdy wall and grab onto your left ankle. During this quad stretch, I want you to focus on pulling your knee back, but also pushing your hip forward so you really feel a good stretch along the front of your thigh. All stretches are about that push and pull. You want to feel your body pulling in two different directions because that is what is actually going to stretch the muscle. And now let's move into a dancer's pose. So I want you to push your foot into your hand and get that heel away from your butt. If your dancer's pose doesn't look exactly like mine, that is okay. It doesn't have to look like anything in particular, you just have to feel it in the right places. So right now you should feel this in your thigh and in your hips. And let that go. Let's take it on the other side. Come into that quad stretch, holding onto that right ankle now. As I said before, you're going to pull that knee back and then push your hip forward and really feel that stretch. Keep breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Holding your breath is just going to make these stretches 10 times harder, so keep breathing. Let's move into that dancer's pose. Press your foot into your hand, get that heel away from your butt. Feel that stretch in the front of the thigh, and in your hip flexors. And now let that go. Shake that out and come down to the floor and find a child's pose. So knees are separated about hip width apart, big toes are touching, your butt's pushing back, and your arms are reaching forward. You can rest your forehead on the ground and just relax. Take a breath here. Shift forward and back into a downward facing dog stretch now. So your heels are pushing down to the ground, your butt is lifting up in the air, and you're pressing your chest towards your legs. So this stretch should have a lot of push and pull. Your heels are pushing down, your butt is pulling up, your chest is pressing back. There is so much happening, but you should feel this just about everywhere. Take a breath here, in through your nose, out through your mouth, stretch a little deeper. And now step your left foot forward and find a kneeling position just like this. Inhale through your nose, and now exhale to sink deep into a lunge. Inhale, lift back up into that kneeling position. Exhale, sink back down into that lunge. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, sink down into that lunge, and now let's hold that lunge. You can bring your hands to the floor. You're really trying to press that right hip to the ground. Get that hip as close as it can be. And from here, just rock side to side ever so slightly. We're stretching out that back hip flexor here. This may feel really intense to some of you, and that is okay. The more you do these stretches, the better they will feel. And now hold that lunge center. Come up to that kneeling position, and let's switch outside. So bring your right foot forward now. Find that kneeling position. Hands to your hips. Inhale. Exhale, sink deep into a lunge. Inhale. Exhale, sink deep into a lunge. Again, inhale to lift. Exhale to sink. Hold that lunge. Bring your hands to the floor. Holding that deep stretch. And from here, you can rock side to side ever so slightly. It's a gentle movement, and you should really feel that stretch in the left hip flexor. Hold that lunge center. Come back up to your kneeling position. And let's come down onto our backs. So you can lie down on your back and hug your knees in towards your chest, just like this. Take a breath here, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Straighten your left leg and pull that right leg across your chest, taking a twist. So this is great for the spine and the lower back especially. And as you do this twist, I want you to focus on really pulling that right knee as far away from your belly button as you can. So you're twisting, but you're still stretching to the side. Try to keep that right shoulder flat on the floor. And then slowly bring that knee back center. And let's switch sides. Hug your left knee in towards your chest. And now pull that knee across your chest. Now here, focusing on keeping that left shoulder down and pulling that left knee as far away from your belly button as you can. Really feel that stretch and that twist both happening at the same time. Slowly bring that center. Hug both knees in towards your chest. And now set your feet to the floor. You're almost done. Cross that left ankle over your right thigh and push your left knee away from your body. Again, this is a great stretch for your hip flexors. A lot of people have tight hip flexors because we all sit way too much. So this is a great stretch to do to combat all of that sitting. So keep pushing that knee as far away from your chest as you can. And now relax. Bring that left foot to the ground and let's switch it out. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh and push that right knee away from your chest. Now we're stretching out that right hip flexor and you should feel it already. Make sure you're breathing. Inhale. Exhale. And let that go. Final stretch. I want you to hug your knees in towards your chest and then bring your forehead up towards your knees, curling up tight like a little ball. And let that go. Very good job, you guys. That is it. That completes this really easy stretching routine. Again, you could do this stretching routine every single day and your body would definitely be happy if you did. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a like and share it with your friends, and make sure you subscribe because next month we are starting the Bikini Bootcamp Challenge and you definitely do not want to miss that. So I will see you in the next one. Bye.